Oh, now y'all already know what time it is. Say, man, check me out before I start my video. Y'all already know what to do, man. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Let's build this content up. Now, yesterday I had talked about loyalty in one of my lives that I did, and I want to really dive into it because I only spoke on it briefly. Growing up, you're gonna have loyalty to everybody that you meet because you're young. You're young, you don't know no better, you think everybody your friend, and a lot of times you experience disloyalty at a young age. Now it could be anything when I say experiencing disloyalty. It could be like one of your homeboys snaking you at a young age, snitching on you at a young age, any of that. Any of that is disloyalty. Okay? First time I ever experienced disloyalty was me in the 8th grade. Matter of fact, let me scratch that. I experienced disloyalty about the 4th grade. And here we go. So, I was with this girl, right? And I really liked her. I already know exactly what ended up happening for her not to be loyal to me. Something that's so simple as a kiss. Was I scared to give her a kiss? No. Was I nervous? Yes. I was nervous to give her a kiss, right? So one day we was by ourselves and whatever. I think we had to go to the library. And she was like, come on, give me a kiss real quick before, we go back to class. And I was like, nah, come on, let's just go back to class, At that point, I was on some lame shit. She was ready. You know what I'm saying? She was down for it. And I was like, no. She ended up leaving me for a dude that I was semi-cool with because he was kissing on her. At that point right there, I was hurt. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I thought me and this girl was feeling each other, you feel me? She left me for kinfolk, right? All because he was doing stuff that I wasn't doing. That was my first time experiencing disloyalty. But the crazy thing is, when you young and you experience it, you still don't understand fully what just happened to you, right? I got my girl took from a dude who be kissing on her. That's crazy. Growing up, as you start to see more, you start to hear more, you start to understand a little bit more. But when you're young, your mind ain't mature enough to be like, okay, this what this is and this ain't. Like, that just is what it is, bro. So, the next time I experienced disloyalty was my 8th grade year. My 8th grade year, I lost my virginity. When I lost my virginity, I thought I was the shit. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm having sex now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who all having sex. I'm having sex at school. Ain't nobody doing this. I thought I was the shit. I come to school one day, and my cousin, my partner, told me, hey, your girl, she texted us, bro, and told us to meet her at the movies so we could both smash. When I hear the news, I'm not believing what I'm hearing. Because in my mind, my little loyal. When I ran into her and I told her about it, the first thing she say is, so you just gonna believe anything that anybody say? I didn't know what to do. This same girl that took my virginity swallowed me too, right? So, with me being swallowed at a young age, I was hypnotized. So I'm like, all right, whatever. The next situation that happened with that same girl was when my cousin ended up texting her and they was trying to smash each other. And me and him fell out so bad right then and there, bro. Like, for like damn near whole year, I looked at him differently. But I didn't understand. I was loyal to him. I was loyal to her. Why y'all doing me like this? But game ain't based on sympathy. And that just is what it is, bro. A little bit of time went by, I forgave her. We got back together. And then she ended up telling me one day that a dude tried to touch on her. I had gym with him. Only thing I knew was to defend what was mine. And that's what I did. Went in gym and I photo boy about it. When it was all said and done, me and him both got suspended. I come back to school and everybody telling me she smashed another dude in the same spot that we used to smash at. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't get over it. Right? When stuff like that happens to you, you either gon', bro, I promise, anytime something like that happens to you, you either gonna learn from the mistakes that happen and then do better, or you gonna turn into that person who did you the same way. So my 8th grade year ends, and here comes my 9th grade year. And I end up getting back with the same girl who did all of this to me in 8th grade. I know I was dumb. I end up getting back with this girl. And my 9th grade year, she did the same thing. The exact same thing. But when you get to high school, that's when dudes really, they come out. They little shell and shit. That's when you find out who really street dudes, who not, who this, who that, And she started messing with street dudes. I wasn't no street dude. I never betray something that I ain't. So I'm like, damn, again? This time, I learned my lesson. And I broke up with her. Well, we broke up with each other. And that was it. As time started to go on, I started messing with a lot of older women who was not my age. Then I had run into a little light-skinned thing. Bad. She was a slim, thick thing. Ran into her probably about towards the end of my 9th grade year. Or it might have been the beginning of my 10th grade year. Nice little thing. I meet her. We meet up. She ended up coming over to my house. And I smash. And that's the same girl that I snuck out my house when my mama had got up. And she was going to go to work in the morning. It was probably like 9 o'clock she came over. By 10 o'clock mama got up and whatever. And that girl mama knocked on mama door and was saying that I dropped my daughter off over here where she at. I was at my partner's house. I snuck her out the back door because, if I went out the front door, mama was going to be able to see that. And I tried to lie to my mama like, nah, I ain't know she was coming. She just showed up. She ended up leaving. I thought that was going to be my little yad, for real. But then my homeboy that I went to school with, he showed me a video of her sucking him up on the swing set at a park. When he showed me the video, he like, bro, I got this little bad thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? She gave me the guap guap. Now, mind you, whenever I was about to smash, she gonna sit here and tell me she don't do guap guap. I said, bro, you being a little child, right? You being a little child. She gave me guap guap, but it wasn't like the video I seen. Oh, she really guap guapped him. So I'm like, damn, like that? So now I'm experiencing disloyalty again. This time I'm like, you know what? That's done with, bro. I'm not going through this shit no more. My 10th grade year come around, and it's still the beginning of my 10th grade year. It was just a little light-skinned thing. Bad. The light-skinned thing. Real thick. She ain't slim thick. She thick. Right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm messing with this. And she started messing with me because I got good handwriting. Right? I went up in front of the class. I said what I had said. I sat back down. And she was talking to a girl that I went to middle school with. So I used the girl that I went to middle school with to get what I want without letting her know I'm using her. Right? To spark a friendly conversation. She told me she liked my handwriting. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. So me and her started talking. I got her number. She ended up coming to my mama's house one day. First time she come over, she was in ROTC, JROTC. She came over, undressed. She was like, why you ain't come in the bathroom with me? I was like, shit, I don't know. I was like, well, next time you come over, I'm going to come in the bathroom with you. She was like, all right. 2 days later, she came right back over. I went in the bathroom with her. Listen to me, I tell you this. This hit different. Instead of her getting on her knees, she squatted down and started giving me that guap guap. I say, oh, she the truth, right? I like, can't nothing go wrong with this one right here. Yeah, it did. I'm coming to school one day, and I told her, I was like, man, I ain't gonna come to school today. Man, my partners had planned that we was gonna go, I think we were finna either go smoke or like hit a little lick or something. Like, we were doing something, and the plans got canceled. We ended up smoking, and the plans had got canceled, so I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna just go back to school. I go back to school. My cousin come up to me like, hey, boy, dang, you got down here quick. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, you was just up there with your old lady. I was hugged up, kissing everything. I was like, look at Cuzzo. He was like, yeah, you was just right up here. And he was like, oh, shit. No, that wasn't you. I said, what the fuck? So he said, boy, you might want to go check that. So he go upstairs with me. I see my little, booed up with a dreadhead dude. I'm like, okay. Walk up to her, I said, damn, so this is what we doing? Oh, I ain't think you was going to be at school today. That ain't what it seemed. Nah, this is exactly what it looked like. You feel me? So I felt disloyal again. I was like, bro, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of getting hurt. I'm tired of being the one on the receiving end of this. So around this time, that's when me and my homegirl decided to come up with the plan that we already had in motion. Now, once I was messing with both the little light skin things, the plan was still already in motion. I was already doing what I was doing, you feel me? Like, everything was set in stone. But in my mind, I'm like, if I'm going to get with her, I'm going to just push those to the side real quick, and I'm going to just do what I'm going to do. That didn't end up working out. So now this plan is in full effect. I'm doing this every day. Every day, females going to the concession stand for me. They coming back with the honey buns, the Snickers, the Skittles, the cold drinks. They getting them something. You know what I'm saying? My homegirl right here next to me. I got her with dudes. She got me with females. I'm loving this life. Then comes my BM. So my BM come into play. She come in one day. Well, really, let me pause there. My homeboy told me, he was like, man, let's name some girls we ain't got yet. So we naming the girls that we ain't never really just got. And my BM come up. And when my BM come up, we were like, I bet. The bet was who can get her first. So I walked up to her one day. I was like, look, you gonna be mine one day. And then I just walked the fuck off. Now, I was playing mind games like a motherfucker. Because most dudes gonna sit there and try to be in your face, you feel me, all this, that, and the third. Not me. I hit her with that one-liner and walked off. She's like, what the fuck? So one day she come in from school a little late, around like lunchtime. When she come in, she see me with all these girls around me, feeding me candy and shit, drinking, give me drinks and whatever. She see all this. She walk by and she, So I, oh, hold on. So I push everybody to the side. Now the girl that I was with, they see me running after her. Well, I wasn't really running. I was just kind of, you know what I'm saying, fast pacing to get to where she was at. So I get up there, I'm like, hey, where you going? She like, I'm going to class. I'm like, let me walk you to class. She like, what about all them girls you got down there? Man, don't worry about none of them right now. We talking about what we got going right now. So she started laughing and shit. She let me walk her to the class. I walk into the class, I'm like, damn, I can't even get a kiss or nothing. She ended up giving me a kiss. Boom. So I get the kiss, and I already had the number. So now I'm texting her. She's like, how you get my number? I'm like, shit, don't worry about all that. I ain't want to give up, you know what I'm saying, how I got the number. But how I got the number was because the same day me and my partner had made that bet was the same day, oh, he ain't gonna make that unless Kim fuck back up. The same day me and my partner made that bet was the same day her brother had came over. And when her brother came over, I ended up getting that number. All right. So I'm like, bet, got the number, everything straight. I'm good. Well, I was on some revenge type shit, right? Because once me and her start talking, we start doing what we do, you know what I'm saying, we end up getting together. Now, when we end up getting together, the same light-skinned girl who did what she had did to me with the dreadhead dude, now I'm throwing my baby mama in her face. Now, my baby mama was white. And y'all already know, some black women do not like to see a black man with a white woman. Especially in Louisiana because it's predominantly black and white. The light-skinned girl gonna tell my cousin, hey, tell your cousin come here real quick. I need to talk to him. So I go over there. I know exactly what she want. I leave BM right there. I'm like, what's up? She like, damn, so that's what we're doing? You gonna bring the white girl in my face like that? I'm like, hey, what that dreadhead do that? What that dreadhead do that? So you want to be funny? Yes. This is the day I'm finna be historical. You feel me? Come on now. So, as time started to go on, a lot of stuff started to happen between me and my baby mom. She ended up getting kicked out of school, really because of me. Like, I had the sack on me. You feel me? At this time, I think I'm doing something. I'm starting to sell. I had the sack on me. And I told her I needed her backpack because, I mean, at the time, I wasn't really carrying no backpack for no damn schoolwork. You feel me? I'm just out here thugging. And I was like, hey, give me your backpack real quick. I need to make some sales. And she was like, just put it in my backpack. And then, because I need my backpack for art. And when I leave art, then, you know, I give it back to you. I'm like, nah, I ain't really fucking with that. You feel me? Like, this my shit. Like, I need to be able to sell this, you know? And at this point in time, this is when me and Chris was finessing white boy Jacob for him to buy the sacks. And we would only smoke a little bit with him. And then we'll sell the rest until we can get our own shit. And so that's what we was doing. That's what we was doing. Man, my partner and them was smoking in the back. And I don't know why the hell they were smoking in the classroom, bro. But they sitting up here smoking in the damn classroom. The teacher ended up calling the folks in there. Folks came in there, and when I say the folks, I mean like, you know, like the police, the principal and them, everybody, they all came in there. Couldn't nobody find no weed on nobody. Everybody got searched. So then they like, hey, that's everybody? Because we can't find nothing. He like, oh, it's one more backpack right here in the closet. She had put a backpack in the closet. Boom. They pull it out. As soon as they open it up, boom, they can immediately smell it. So they expelled her for that. After that ended up happening, she had ended up leaving, right? Because she couldn't come back to school. I would go to her house and then I would see her, right? But then within me doing all that, I started to get back into my hoish ways. I started messing around with the females like I was doing because she ain't at school. I started, you know, just doing stuff that I knew I ain't had no business doing, but I was still doing it. Now I'm back to the old key, right? In my mind, I'm like, I got the best of both worlds because while I'm at school, I can mess with all these females. And then if I want to, I can go to her house and I can get, you know what I'm saying, I can smash her, whatever the case may be, spend time with her. Now I'm being disloyal. Now I'm the one being disloyal, okay? My disloyal ways got addicting. Anything that you do and you over abuse it, it can become very addicting. And I was addicted to having females. I was addicted to being wanted by females. You know what I'm saying? I was addicted to having sex with different females. So that's what I started doing. Now I got caught up a couple times, people snitching, people sending text messages and shit. I wasn't very smart about what I was doing. Men really don't be smart about what they doing, they just do it. It wasn't until one day I ended up meeting up with this girl I went to elementary and middle school with, and I've been wanting to smash her. She came over to my house one night. Me and her sitting outside on the porch, and mama going to work. Mama looked at me, she was like, when I leave, you better not have that girl in my house. I was like, yes, ma'am. As soon as mama left, I gave it about 5 minutes. I took her right in the house, and I smashed. At this point in time, me and BM don't have kids together. But she being loyal, but I'm not, right? So, I do what I do. Boom. Time goes on, and I end up telling her about it. I'm like, look, I ain't gonna lie, like, when we first got together, I ended up smashing such and such while we was together. And she was hurt by it. But she still took me back. Then I started going out of town. Well, at first we had kids. So, I got a job. I didn't want my mama taking care of me and my kids. That's just not a good look. So I get a job. First job I got was McDonald's. That lasted a little minute. Well, really the first job I got was right in front of my mama's house. It was like a flower place. Got that job when summer came and went. After summertime, I worked at McDonald's where all the high school kids went. So after McDonald's, I ended up getting a grass cutting job, and then after that, I ended up getting an installation job. So at the installation job, I started to go out of town. Now, when I started to go out of town, at first, I was being loyal until I seen my partner meet me in POF. And I started seeing all these different females from Lake Charles, New Iberia, Port Arthur, Texas, Beaumont, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, from all around the South. I'm like, let me try that. So I get on the app. When I get on the app, bruh, I'm loving it. Because now it's taking me back to my high school days, right? I felt like I was ripped out of my prime because I had kids at a young age. So now I'm like, oh shit, this it right here. And I started getting major love. A lot of females started hitting me up. A lot of females started fucking with the kid. And I was fucking with them too. Now, being disloyal to somebody always backfires on you. It doesn't matter like how much you try to hide it. What's done in the dark will come to light eventually. Your fun will run out one day. So I'm in Lake Charles. I'm doing my thing. You feel me? We end up going to Fort Worth. I'm out there doing my thing. You feel me? Then I end up leaving from out of town. I came back home. We had already had our first 2 kids, and when I had came from back from out of town, we had our 3rd child. I was so grimy with the shit though. I told my BM, like, look, bro, I'm out of town. I'm doing me. And if I was you, I'd start doing you. She like, what you mean you doing you? I'm like, man, what you mean? Like, I'm out of town doing me, bro. I'm out of town messing with females, meeting different females. I'm like, bro, if I was you, I'd start doing you. And in my mind, I thought she was going to get the hint and be like, all right, I don't want to be with you no more. But that didn't end up happening. And we had our 3rd child. Now, once I left from out of town, I wanted to be good to her now. Now I wanted to settle down after damn near 8 years. You feel me? I wanted to settle down and make sure the family's straight and not cheat on her no more and this, that, and the third. Trying to do shit that I was supposed to do way back in the day. Well, when I say what goes around comes around, that's facts. Because she started to do me the same way I did her. But see, I taught her the game. Without me knowing, I taught her the game. But I taught her the game. And she made sure to hit me where it hurt. Because it was a dude who her peoples was cool with forever. And he used to come and serve us up. Come chill with us, come smoke with us, everything. I started noticing different things, like every time he come over, she want to go put on little booty shorts and shit, showing off her body. Different stuff like that. I also noticed that she was losing weight. And I was like, damn, she looking good. She losing weight and shit. Because she was a little thick thing. Like, damn, she looking good. She losing weight and shit. Woo woo. But I'm not knowing what's going on. So, just like I was sneaking and geeking, she was sneaking and geeking too. Right? Just how she didn't know that I was on the dope way before me and her got on the dope together, I'm pretty sure she was already on the dope. Because of him. I would see text messages, he calling her beautiful and, comforting her and shit. I'm like, what's all this? It ain't nothing, boy. Like, woo, that's family. I'm like, oh, okay. But just remember, anytime you see something and your intuition start ringing, follow your intuition because it's not leading you wrong. So, I'm like, all right, whatever, you feel me? Man, I fuck around and one day she left. Like, I'm about to go with my brother's wife and we about to go handle some business. Wow, I'm like, all right, bet. Well, this dude used to get a 2-hour lunch break. So for those 2 hours, they was in the hotel. And they was getting it on, you feel me? Now, usually when we was on it and we was doing what we do, we would smash, and that's it. Bro, I ended up opening up her computer because I had broke my phone. She had a phone, so I broke my computer. I broke the phone, and I got on her computer that she had at the house. At this time, we was staying with my mama. So I'm going to go message her auntie like, hey, have you seen my BM? But when I go to open up the messages on Facebook, all they messages, her and her boy messages right there. All of them. And I see shit that I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, he hit up with, that pussy still mine. And I'm like, damn, like. But at the same time, I'm not noticing that you was doing the same thing though, Key. Like, before all this, you was doing that same thing. You told her, if I was you, I'd start doing you because you doing you. That's what you told her. You told her you was doing you and she should start doing her. Remember that? When she came back, she told me everything. About how they had sex multiple times, like all this. And I'm like, damn, that shit hurt. Right? But in my mind, I'm like, look, all right, look, I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I take you back. You take me back. I was on some pretty Ricky shit. You feel me? And they still messed around. They still did what they was going to do because she doing her now. She doing her now. So now, I did her wrong. I was disloyal. And she started doing me the same way. Right? That's why I say what goes around comes around. And, you know, we decided like, hey, fuck it. Maybe if we get on dope together, everything will work itself out. No. Because her and old boy still was messing around. You know? And I couldn't shake it. You know, and it got to a point where it was just like, you know what? Like, we just shouldn't be together. Period. And that's just how we left it. Right then and there, after all that ended up happening, I told myself, you know, I'll never do another woman like that again. I'll never do another woman like that again because that hurt that I felt right then and there, that was the hurt I needed to feel for me to understand, like, this ain't right. What I'm doing is not right. You shouldn't be doing this. If I would have never got hurt the way that my BM hurt me, I probably would have never learned. And I'd probably still be out here doing the same thing to all these females. That's my little story on loyalty. I done been through a lot within these 28 years that I've been living. Because I'll be 28 in September. I done been through a lot. I done learned a lot too. Sometimes it ain't good to do somebody the way they did you. Or sometimes it ain't good to just be out here hoeing around. You feel me? Like, if you in a relationship and that's what you committed to, be committed to that. Now, if you out here and you single, do you. Like, do you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't entitled to nobody. You know, do you. But if you in a relationship, don't go out there hurting that man or hurting that woman. Because once they hurt you, it's going to be a different story for you. You feel me? You going to feel that hurting you and be like, damn, I ain't like the way that felt. I know you didn't. But I had to learn. And I'm glad I did learn the way that I did learn. What goes around comes around. Like a hula hoop. Karma is a bitch, but just make sure that bitch is beautiful. For real. Hey, like I said, what happens in the dark always come to light. You can't hide it forever, you know? So, just don't be out here doing nothing reckless like that, you feel me? Because you could watch this video and be like, bro, like, man, fuck what he talking about, bro. I'm still gonna do it. And then you gonna end up getting hurt. And dudes don't take it so well. A man could be out, bro, cheating. Come home. Right when he just got done cheating. See his old lady in the bed with another man, or see his old lady texting another man and flash out. Now he want to go shoot old boy. But what you failed to realize was old boy that your old lady smashing is the same dude you smashing his old lady. And he found out about it, told your old lady, so now they smashing each other just to get you and her back. But you want to kill him because he's smashing your old lady. But you did her wrong first. Or even vice versa. So y'all got to be careful for what y'all do out here, man. Because this world that we live in, it ain't for play, bro. It ain't for fun, you feel me? Everything that you do is a life lesson. So learn from that. I had to. Think about that real quick. But look, man, if y'all enjoyed this story, man, if this is your first time listening to it, man, hit the like button for me, bro. Subscribe so you can hear more stories like this. I'm always keep dropping banger content, you feel me? Like, I ain't going nowhere. But look, man, we only ask for 3 things, man. Guidance, knowledge, and wisdom. And if it ain't that, man, I already know what time it is with me over here. Till next time. Oh, now.